On MLB Network. It's the back, and Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for
play games. Plenty of drama and intrigue, and now it's all come down to this. A lot of fun.
The build up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Vero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Carlos Aponte will be the Game 7 starter here in the World Series in front of his hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career rock-solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
The third baseman,
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
One and one. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Grounded weakly to the left. Marrero charging this one. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Lee Ward.
Now batting, Lee Ward, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
And watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make...
And that's the way it should be.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ward, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box, Sean Anaya, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Just keeping him close. A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. He's got it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. The White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming to the plate. A Windy City showdown on MLB Network. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Scott Hollinsworth gets the ball in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Stepping up now, J.C. Embry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Nowak. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, Ready, Santiago.
So striding forward now, Freddie Santiago. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The barehanded attempt gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. Into the box now, Victor Marrero, man at first for him following the one-out single. Here comes the first pitch. Strike called, now the throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
It's 0-2 now. Marrero is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. The 0-1 offering. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Santiago stands at second with two gone. One and two. Here it is. In the dirt here. The set and the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Adam Noah.
Up next for Chicago, Adam Nowak. Now the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
In now, Andres Bravo, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner back safely. No score here as we play inning number 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Fouled away. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Here's the 0-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. White Sox lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Riding in, Jesse Padilla. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. One. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Padilla aboard here at first with nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken to throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So stepping in, Ryan Buckner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit out towards second. Ward is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Scott Collinsworth. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Hit on the ground out to short. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The third baseman, Miguel Lerma.
Ready now, Miguel Lerma. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Here's a fastball that's left out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Lee Ward.
Stepping in, Lee Ward. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. Lerma, base runner at first with one out. Hit hard on the ground to short. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And now the Cubs pitcher, Carl. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Into the box now, J.C. Embry standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike two. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Still a ball and 2 strikes. ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Santiago stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2028 first-year player draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw gets him, 2 down. So coming to the plate, Victor Marrero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count offering on its way. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So here's the cleanup hitter, Isaac Pineda, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Pitch out, nothing doing. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by on the base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. The bottom line is I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard a play to make.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla. So watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
0-2. Here it is. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and he worked right after this. As they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0. This one's flared out toward left. Coming in is Contreras. He can't get to it. This one's down.
The right fielder, number 18.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean Anaya. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Anaya has racked up a little over 1,300 career big league hits. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Calzado ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Into the box, Will Ramirez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
The 2-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Short, hit hard. And a nice job to stay with it. A run is across to score, but they are able to get the first out.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
In now, Adam Nowak, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still only 1 out in the inning. And look out, that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box now, Andres Bravo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Pops this one up. Buckner is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Anderson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Buckner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. The 1-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's gone into the bleachers. So a solo shot here to left center field. His third home run of this series. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And he looks at one in there. 1-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball four. The pitcher, Carlos Aponte, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Here comes the 1-0. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now second baseman, JC
Ready for another shot now. JC Embry. He's set, and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in standing. Standing in now, Freddie Santiago drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
He tried to surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Digging in now, Victor Marrero. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-1 the count.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Embry on third with two out. And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Leading off the inning, Scott Collinsworth, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Fouled off. another 1-2. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
The count now at 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Miguel Lerma. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. To first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Germán Marquez, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. At the plate, Lee Ward. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike 1. The Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 4-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Isaac Pineda. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. windup and the 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. And it's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jesse Padilla. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are two away. In now, Wilson Contreras. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. Swing and a laser off into foul territory. The 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Daniel Calzado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it.
In now, Sean Anaya, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Look out, 2-0 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now at the plate, Will Ramirez. First pitch of the at-bat, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Anaya stands at first with 1 out. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. Coming to the plate now, Adam Nowak. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it here 4-2. Nick Worth enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Coming to the plate now, Reed Lambert.
The last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. To third. Lerma gloves it. And that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. Too high, 1-0. Ball 2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Albert Almora will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And that misses. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Now the 2-1 is a curveball that misses high.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Hit down the third baseline. Runners on first with 1 down. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
J.C. Embry will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First offering on its way.
Nope.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary to this point. Damian Bradshaw is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Standing in, Andres Bravo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Digging in to try it again, Tim Anderson. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Three and 1 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Giovanni Paniagua will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Lambert. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now the third baseman.
Now at the plate, Miguel Lerma. First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. He's set. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That's inside. 2-0. Two-0 count. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike to count. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. A high fastball is in there. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line towards center field. Santiago will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. White Sox leave 1, still down by a count of 4-2. Fred Reese gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 22.
The next Cub up, Freddie Santiago. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Box at third. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a liner. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Sliding into the box, Victor Marrero struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put them at a disadvantage with the count.
0-2, here it is. And he popped him up. Ward into shallow center, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
2-1.
2-1.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a curveball misses inside. First and second now, 1 man out. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught onto their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
And it's fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Hit to third. Oh, he has some trouble with it. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away. Christopher Gutierrez comes on now, looking for the final out of the inning to strand the 2 runners in scoring position. Wilson Contreras will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Line hard to the left side, but foul. The set and the 1-1. The ball and 2 strikes.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And that misses 2-2. Santiago at third. Marrero at second with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. Ward comes up with it on to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Henry Thomas has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Lee Ward, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. The hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box, Daniel Calzado hit weakly back to the mound. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Sean Anaya. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Slider laid off for a ball. Will Ramirez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. They trail it here 4-2. So in now for Chicago, Reed Lambert. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-1 home. is looked at for ball number 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8. At the plate, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This guy's been a solid hitter his entire career, but he definitely likes to swing left-handed against right-handed pitching, so he might be up against it here. His numbers in his career down a little bit swinging right-handed against left-handed pitching.
One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Lambert gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Calzado has a play. 1 down. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Will Blair will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back safely. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fouled away. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And yet another throw over, and he'll dive back in. Runners on first with 1 down. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now back, the Cincinnati
So striding in, J.C. Embry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
That's in there, base hit, and they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he'll make it back in safely at third. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Bases are loaded with only 1 out.
It often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. The second for 1. One's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Digging in and looking for more, Victor Marrero, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a streamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Oliver Marmolejo enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Isaac Pineda will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And that's in there, 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Jesse Padilla, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Santiago, the runner at third. Marrero at second. Pineda on at first with 2 down. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Cubs 6 and the White Sox 2. William Johnson enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Digging in, Adam Nowak. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. That misses, 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Hit softly down the line at first. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now to the plate, Andres Bravo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And that does it. The Cubbies have won the World Series.
Well, nobody was good to say they didn't get their money's worth in this one. It took 7 games, making this one of the most competitive and historic World Series in baseball history. So they earned this one, and they can now call themselves the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.